Are you struggling in Survive the Fall? Well, here are some tips that might just help you out. Everything's timestamped, so you guys can go ahead and skip through the video as you wish. Alright, so first thing we're going to go over is going to be character needs. If you press Alt, you're going to be able to see all of your character stats. We're going to go over each character stat and how to address each one as needed. So your first stat is going to be HP. You can increase your HP by eating food. You can increase it by using bandages, using a med kit, or a health remedy. Next one is going to be tiredness. As you can see, Jack is 6% tired, and we have Zach who's 15% tired. In the beginning of the game, you're not going to have any beds. You're going to have to manually make them sleep on the ground. Click on sleep on the ground and hit one of your characters that are tired. They will go to the ground and sleep on the ground. But my tip is to streamline beds as quick as possible. You go here to shelter frame, social room, canteen, bunks level 1. Once you get bunks level 1, you can start manually having these guys sleep while you're in your base crafting and building. The next one is going to be injury. As you can see, Jen is 13% injured. So what we can do is we can go to treat injuries with bandages, and you're going to treat the injuries with a med kit, health remedy, or a bandage. These will actually treat your injuries. Food will only heal HP. It will not treat your injuries. So then you would just treat injuries, Jen, and they will heal those injuries. The next stat is going to be hunger. In Survive the Fall, hunger can be a big problem if you don't know how to take care of it. Starting off, you're going to have raw common food. You're going to have raw nutritious food. You might even have a food ration. What you want to do is all those deer and wolves you've been hunting, you want to make sure that you guys open the canteen crafting and craft with Bubba and make yourself big meal preparations. And if you can't make a big meal preparation, make a medium meal preparation. These are far more better than eating the food raw. And last but not least, on the character stats, we have contamination. So we have Jen, who is contaminated. She's 39% contaminated. So starting off, you will not have a sanitary facility, so you're going to have to find cleansing mushrooms or decontaminators within the zone. You can just go ahead and use these as any other item, and they would lose contamination. So what you can also do is grab the sanitary facility level 1 at tier 2 research, which is in this tree here. So what you can do after unlocking said contamination is you can go ahead and clean character from contamination. It's going to use 4 firewood and 2 dirty water, so make sure you stock those up. And it's going to get rid of 25 contamination. So you would just click on it, click on the character needed to clear the contamination, and let it work its magic. The game will tell you to go to the settler screen in your social area and assign each person a certain amount of food threshold that after a certain amount they need to eat. My tip is to turn it off and manually do it. Otherwise, you're going to have them eating food left and right, and then you're going to be struggling to maintain things. At least for the early game, I would turn it off. Another tip not to forget about is you can prepare a feast in the social area. So instead of 12 people eating, rations, you can use 3 food rations, 3 water, 3 firewood, and you're going to get 25% food for 12 people. This is extremely nice, especially if you're struggling with food situation. Do you have a lot of animal carcasses from hunting? Well, let's go ahead and turn that into some food. In the technology screen, you're going to want to unlock the farm frame and then unlock the drying racks level 1. In doing so, you're going to be able to process animal carcasses and food as well. In the drying rack, you're going to be able to process an animal carcass. It's going to use 1 animal carcass and 4 dirty water. In return, you're going to get 2 nutritious food, 2 common food, 4 plant fibers, and 2 leather. You could also dry your common food into nutritious food, which is nice because, like I said earlier, Bubba can cook meals. So if you go to your canteen, in order to prep a big meal, you're going to need nutritious food. So drying that common food can get you the nutritious food needed to make these big meal preparations. When you start the game, you are going to start with a lot of technology points. Here are some technology that you might want to quickly streamline in order to help you survive. So first things first, starting off, you're going to be hunting a lot of animals. You're going to want to grab the farm frame, drying racks level 1. This is going to be the main thing you're going to be going for here. The next is kind of a 3-parter. You're going to want to grab the canteen, the bunks, and the sanitary facility. Each one do their own things. Obviously, like I said before, the canteen can help you process food and cook meals. The bunks are going to allow you to have your characters sleep in order to take care of them being tired. And the sanitary facility is going to allow to clear contamination. You're just going to follow this tree right here. You're going to go shelter frame, social room level 1, canteen level 1, bunks level 1, and sanitary facility level 1. If tier 2 does not unlock, you're going to have to unlock some tier 1s beforehand in order to unlock the tier 2 area. Here is also some other ones I would streamline, as on your expeditions you could need these and they could stop you. I would suggest in unlocking the lockpicks, the rope, and the torch. There are some pathways that are blocked needing a torch to burn the wall down. There are some loot that needs to be reached only via rope, and there's a lot of lockpick toolboxes around the map, so make sure you guys get these as well. Do you have storage blinking red? That means you got too much stuff. You're going to have to make storages in order to help with that. If your food is blinking red, you're going to need to make a food warehouse, which is located under the farm tab. If your water is blinking red, you're going to need to make a water warehouse, which is located under the harbor. Your materials are blinking red, you can go ahead and make materials warehouse that is located under the plant, and your components warehouse is under the workshop. The other two warehouses are going to be the chemical warehouse and the fuel warehouse, which are located at a higher tier, and to be honest, you're probably not going to need them at the moment. Crafting higher tier backpacks will go ahead and give you tool item slots. As you can see, this backpack has 1 tool item slot. This approved backpack that is currently locked has 2. This is huge and important because you can find something like a basic handbag, which will increase the team inventory by 2 when equipped onto an accessory slot. This could come in handy if you're struggling to bring resources back to base. Do you want to move some things around your base, or maybe you just don't like the way it looks? You can go ahead and press your build menu and go ahead and open the structure panel, and you can demolish. Just make sure that you wait until they bring the resources actually to your stockpile. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use said resources. Since we're in our build menu, make sure you guys equip those upgrade trinkets that we've been collecting while out on our expeditions. As you can see, this one decreases our interaction time by 20%. This can be huge when you only have a certain amount of time to work at your base. Are you losing resources to raiders every night? Well, make sure you guys unlock the rebuild main gate in the technology tree and build that as soon as possible. Doing so will allow you to assign a survivor to Night Watch, in which will prevent these raids. Doing so will allow you to assign a survivor to Night Watch, which will stop the raids. Though I don't know if there's a chance that it can still happen or they can still overwhelm you, but it's definitely stopped the raids for me a couple times. Oh no, the day's ended. You ran out of time working on your base? Well, no worries. You can go ahead and just stay. It's okay to have everybody go to sleep and stay the night in order to work on your base. Sometimes you need that extra time, and unfortunately, the game doesn't offer it. When setting out for an expedition, as you can see, make sure you guys check your equipment. Because for me right here, and it actually worked out perfectly, is it unequipped everything I had equipped. So make sure you guys are double checking each character to ensure they have all the right equipment. Otherwise, you might just go out with nothing. And good luck with surviving with nothing. Also, my tip is to always bring lockpicks. Even if you don't find anything to open with a lockpick, not having one and finding something that needs a lockpick just kind of sucks. What you can also do is bring a rope and bring some torches, but you don't have to because you can craft all of these on the go. And they do also take up a slot each, so you might just want to keep those open. Don't forget you guys can fast travel to save time and energy. By fast traveling, I not only just saved time, but my hunger or energy didn't even move. In combat, remember you can dodge. You could utilize stealth, but sometimes you get caught. So my tip is just fight them and don't get hit. It's easier said than done though, but honestly, the combat right now is kind of easy. You can revive characters if they go down, so don't worry. And it's an achievement. On your expedition, you are going to find expedition crafting workbenches. In these crafting workbenches, you guys can craft things that you unlocked in the tech tree. For example, we can unlock and craft lockpicks. I'm going to go ahead and make 3, and Liz will make them as we're out here. You can only use the resources you have on you at the moment, but it does save time, and you don't have to go back to your base to grab a lockpick and come back out. Don't forget to have Liz repair your weapons at the workbench. You don't want to go out on an expedition and then realize that your melee is about to break. And ladies and gentlemen, those are my quick beginner tips in order to help you get you started on your journey in surviving the fall. There are plenty more tips that I've definitely missed and more to be found. If you have any, don't be afraid to post them in the comments below and help out our fellow survivors, or not. No one's going to stop you from saving yourself. With that being said, guys, have a good day and good luck surviving the fall.